Hola, good people. Make sure you type your name in. All right. Why y'all be changing y'all name so much? Benjamin, not Benji Fishy. What is that? All right. I'm good. Hey Marie, I'm good. I just came from the hospital. Uh, I just got back from the hospital. All right. So we getting ready for the baby. We have our last doctor's appointment today. So we getting ready to have a baby tomorrow. Okay. But everything's good. All right. Yeah, everything's good. All right. Make sure y'all hit the like button. All right. Hey, what's up, Terry? All right. The I do problem. I already typed it in at the top. The I do problem is page 142, number one. All right. What's up, Angel? All right. As you can see, this is number one. We're doing financial literacy today. All right. So a lot of people said they want to learn about money. So we're gonna do financial literacy today. All right. Again, page 142. All right. Hola, Miss Lino. All right. Danielson. All right. Hola, Yelen. All right. Are we going to have homework? Yes, you're gonna have homework today. All right. Today we're gonna do page 142. What's up, Cesar? Thank y'all for looking at the intro, man. I really appreciate your comments, man. Y'all made me feel good. I'm gonna keep working to try to make it better and stuff like that. All right. I need one of y'all to help me. I gotta figure out how to put the intro in front of the videos that I post. I don't know how to do that yet. Natalie, page 142. All right. Thank you, but thank you for everyone who watched the intro. I'm gonna keep working on. I'm gonna just try to make it better. You know what I'm saying? While I'm in the hospital, I'm gonna be looking up some software that I can buy for my YouTube channel, so I can do a split screen. That way, you can see me talk on one side of the screen, and then the other side of the screen, you can see the work. So I'm gonna try to get better and better as I keep doing my YouTube. All right. You said download an app called KindMaster, and it selects what you want before and after the video. All right, Thomas, I'm gonna check it out. All right, bro. Thank you. All right, thank you, A. Marie. All right, about 30 more seconds, then we're gonna go ahead and get ready. All right, I mean, we're gonna go ahead and get started or whatever. It does take a long time, Dane. I know. All right. Is everybody on page 142? If you're ready to go, give me a thumbs up. All right. All right, I see Yacel, I see Benjamin, I see Kayla, Cesar, Natalie. All right, all right, all right. Look like we're ready to go. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right. All right. So you guys said you guys wanted me to um oh he said, Mr. T, what was that shooting part in your intro? That was a news article from Third Ward from people when they got shot. You know, I always tell you about my old neighborhood and how violent it is or whatever when I teach my life lessons. So that's what it was. It was a newspaper clip from a shooting in my old neighborhood. All right. All right. So financial literacy. All right. Financial means money related, and literacy is the ability to read and understand. So financial literacy is the ability to read and understand money. All right. All right. So um, one of the main things that I taught you about money is taxes. All right. Taxes is your biggest expense you're gonna have. All right. That's the biggest expense you're ever gonna have is taxes. So I also told you that tax is just when you send money to the government, right? The government gets the money from the people. That's what a tax is. I also told you that the name of the tax tells why you had to pay the tax. All right. So when we had property tax, when we had sales tax, when we had payroll tax, when we had income tax, I told you those names of the taxes are the reason why you had to pay the tax. Right? So, for instance, property tax is because you had property, a house or land or stuff like that. All right. Sales tax is because you were buying a good or a service at the store or a retail place, right? You were buying a good or a service. They were selling it to you. So you have to pay sales tax. Payroll taxes because you're on someone's payroll, right? You're an employee, they are the employer, and you're on their payroll. You're on their list of names of people that they have to pay, all right? So the name of the tax comes from why you have to pay the tax. All right. So if we look at this question, this is question number 1 on page 142. All right. It says, what type of tax is generally determined by the individual taxpayer? Right. So I have income tax, payroll tax, property tax, and sales tax. Basically, which one of these is determined by the individual, by that particular person, right? Which one of these does the person determine how much tax they got to pay, right? So we'll look at it. A is income, all right? So a person is making an income and they have to pay income tax because they making money, all right? Natalie says it's not C. You're right, Natalie. It ain't C. It ain't property tax. Say C is out because that's not based on the individual. That's based on the value of their property or their land, right? So everybody's good. C is gone. It's not determined by the individual. It's determined by their land. So property is gone. Good. Also, payroll is also gone because payroll is determined by the employer, the person you work for. So it can't be payroll either. So payroll is also gone. All right. All right. Now I'm left with sales tax and I'm left with income tax. Right. Again, we want to know which one is determined by the individual taxpayer. Right. Now, sales tax is also gone because that tax is not determined by the person, it's determined by what you are buying. So, sales tax is also wrong because the more you buy from the store, the higher the sales tax is going to be. So, sales tax is also gone because it's not determined by the individual, it's determined by what you buying. Sales tax is also gone, which means the answer is A, income tax. Income tax, this tax is determined by the individual person based on who they work for, based on how much money they're making, because how much money you're making is determined how much you will have to pay in income tax. How much money you have coming in is going to determine the income tax. So this is by the individual. The people who make more money pay more in income tax. The people who make less pay less in income tax. It's determined by the individual taxpayer, right? So you might not have known that it's income off automatically, but you do know it's not payroll because that's from the employer. You do know it's not property because that's from the value of your land or your house. And you do know it's not sales tax because that comes from what you buy, a good or a service. So if you didn't know that the answer was A, you know it's not B, C, or D. All right, good. I see a lot of y'all typing in A. Good. Any questions about any type of tax? You can type it in right now. Okay. Remember, tax is money you have to send to a government, and the name in front of the tax comes from why you were paying the tax, right? So your cell says no questions. All right. All right. Um, Again, income, money, tax paid based on how much money you making, an individual or business. Payroll, payroll taxes, income, social security, and Medicare. All three of those taxes that the employer takes out of the employee's check. All right. Property is comes from your property, your home or your land. And sales comes from buying stuff from a store, buying a good or a service. All right. Good. All right. So if there's no other questions, I'm going to go ahead and go to the we do problem. All right. The we do problem, I'm typing it in. Page 142, number 3. All right. So if you have your books, the we do problem is page 142, number 3. All right. Thumbs up if you're ready to go. All right. I see Cesar. I see Yacel Thomas. All right. All right. Everybody look like they're ready to go. So again, this is number 3 on page 142. Make sure you pay attention to how I do this one, because number 1 on your homework is just like this one. All right. So again, this is number 3 on page 142. Your homework is going to be page 143. So this one that I'm finna do, this number 3, is going to be just like number 1 on your homework. So pay attention how I do this one, okay? All right. 5.10, financial literacy, right? This is the we do problem, right? Now it says Gloria is a civil engineer, right? Engineers, people that build stuff, construct things, put it together, right? So Gloria is an engineer and she earns a salary of $79,300 per year. She must pay $30 in taxes for every $100 she earns. How much is Gloria's net income? All right. So you got 4 choices. You got A. For A, you got 55,510. For B, you got 57,510. For C, you got 101,090. And for D, as in dog, you got 103,090. All right. Now, let me remind you of the difference between gross income and net income. Gross income is money before taxes came out, and net income is money after taxes come out. So your gross income is how much you made for the whole year, and your net income is what you actually got to take home after they took taxes out. So you can't keep all your money. So you make money and then you take money out and pay taxes. Okay? So my net income is what I want to find out. How much is Gloria's net income? Which means that this 79,300 is my gross income. Again, gross income is before taxes. So my gross income was 79,300. Net income has to be after taxes come out, which means that net income should be less because you're taking taxes out of that 79,300. And because net income is less, I know the answer is not C or D. Because net income is after taxes come out. All right. So you say, Mr. T, how do you find the net income? Well, you have to know how much taxes is coming out to find the net income. And you go right here, it says she must pay $30 in taxes for every $100. All right. So what that means is for every $100 that's in this 79,300, for every $100 that's in that, you got to pay $30 in taxes, which means that you only gonna make $70 out of every 100, because 30 of it is going to taxes. So your net income gonna be $70 out of every 100. All right. So you said, Mr. T, what's the formula? How do I figure it out? Well, it says for every $100. So you need to figure out how many $100 are in this total. So Andrea is right. You have to divide, but it's a two-step problem. Step one is to divide because you need to figure out how many $100 is in this, right? So step one, $79,300 divided by 100. All right. So I don't have that much room down here, so I'm gonna skip. I know that that's a 0. I know that that's a 0. 100 cannot go into 7, and 100 cannot go into 79. But 100 can go into 793. 100 goes into 793 7 times. 7 times 100 is 700. Subtract, that's 93. Bring down this 0, that's 930. And 100 goes into 930 9 times. And 9 times 100 is 900. Subtract, that's a 30, and bring down the last 0. 100 goes into 300 3 times. 3 times 100 is 300. Subtract. That means there are $793 in there. All right. So I had to take that total and I had to divide it by 100 because it says for every $100. All right. So that means you're going to pay $30 793 times, right? But that's the taxes. If you want to find the net income is after the taxes come out. So if I have $100 and 30 is going to come out in taxes, well, after taxes, I have $70. So now step 2 is to multiply 793 times 70, because that's going to tell me how much is in my net income, because I lost 30 of that 100 to taxes. So that means 70 of it is still left. All right. So 793 times 70, right? Well, anything times 0 is 0. 0 times 3, 0. 0 times 9, 0. 0 times 7, 0. All right. Then you put your placeholder 0. Then you do 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 9 is 63. Plus 2 is 65. And 7 times 7 is 49. Plus 6 is 55. Right? Add them up. 0, 1, 5, 5, 5. So my answer is 55,510. The answer is A. All right. Again, the answer is A. Now, number 1 on your homework is the exact same way. So let me explain it again. She is going to pay $30 in taxes for every $100. Then it asks you for your net income. Well, your net income is after the taxes come out. So basically, after she paid that $30, how much money she have left? Well, for every $100, if you pay $30 in taxes, you're gonna have $70 left. So that's how I got that 70. You're gonna have $70 left out of every 100. Well, you need to know how many 100s do you have. So step one is to find out how many hundreds do you have in 79,300. Well, I have 793 hundreds. Now that I know I have 793 hundredths, multiply that times 70 and you'll get your net income, right? So if you need to know how to do number one on your homework, all right, you're going to do it the same way. It says he must pay $30 in taxes for every 100. So take 49,000 and divide it by 100. Then when you get the answer, multiply it times 70 because it has $70 in net income. All right. Again, one more time. To do number one on your homework, you divide 49,000 by 100. You're going to get 490. Then take 490 and multiply it times 70, and you'll get your answer for number one. Okay? Any questions about this homework? Any questions? All right. Daniel with this that no question sign, you be killing me, bro. All right. So your homework is page 143. All right. It's only 4 questions, but I already told you how to do number one. If you look in your book, I'll explain it to you again real quick. All right. Or give me a thumbs up if you want me to do number one for you. All right. What's up, Luis? Give me a thumbs up if you want me to do number one. All right. I see Chris. I see Angel. All right. Yacel. All right. Some of y'all gave me about 10 thumbs up. All right. I'm going to do it real quick. Cesar say thumbs down. You got it, huh, Cesar? I feel you, brother. Hold on 1 second. All right. All right. I already told you. It says Hector is an electrician. He earns a salary of $49,000 per year. He must pay $30 in taxes for every 100 he earns. What is his net income? Net income is the money after the taxes come out. So if you have every 100 and you're paying $30, then that means you're going to have $70 after taxes come out. So that means you need to multiply some number times 70. But that's going to be step 2. Step 1 is you need to figure out how many hundreds, because it say every 100. You need to figure out how many hundreds. So step 1 is you're trying to figure out how many hundreds are in 49,000. All right. Well, common sense tells you if there are 10 100s in 1,000, then how many hundreds are in 49,000? Again, if there are 10 hundreds in 1,000, then 49,000 has 49 times 10, which is 490. So if you divide 49,000 by 100, you're going to get 490. All right. Now, 490 needs to be multiplied times 70. All right. Anthony, it's okay. Mariah, it's not 49, it's 490. 49 is the number of thousands. I want to know how many hundreds. All right. So when you do 490 times 70, well, everything times 0 is 0. 0, 0, 0. Now I put my placeholder 0. 7 times 0 is another 0. 7 times 9 is 63. And 7 times 4 is 28. Plus 6 is 34. If you add it up, that's 34,300, right? And you gotta say the answer is D. Good. All right. Now, some of this homework is easy. Some of it is common sense. It's going to say, like number 2, what part of their budget could they use towards groceries? All right. So when you have a budget, you have money coming in and you have money going out, right? So Natalie, I'm going to answer your question. You said, what is insurance? All right. So when you have a budget, you have money coming in, you have money going out. If you don't have enough money for the important stuff, you got to decrease your money that you're spending on the stuff that's not important. So you can put that money towards the important stuff. All right. So if you do number 2, it says, what part of their budget could they use towards groceries? See, groceries is important, but one of these, A, B, C, or D, is not important. So you're going to figure out which one is important and which one is not. You know it's not rent, right, Natalie? Because if you don't pay rent, you're going to be on the curve. You know what I'm saying? Insurance is like health insurance, life insurance, car insurance. All of those are important. So if something bad happens to you, you are covered. So insurance is important. You can't get rid of insurance. No, Jakayla, it's not B. Stop guessing. You're trying to figure out which one you can change, which one you can get rid of so you can buy groceries. You can't get rid of insurance because you might get sick or you might get in a car accident. You can't get rid of insurance. All right. Also, you can't get rid of rent. And if you get rid of trash collection, the money gonna pile up. So Cesar is right. It's A. You don't need entertainment, so you can get rid of A. All right. Good. Angel is A. You're exactly correct. So those questions are so you can figure out what's important and what's not important. Yesel, it is A. The answer is A. It's asking you which one you can replace to buy groceries. I can get rid of entertainment so I can actually eat some food and feed myself. Okay? You understand? Any questions about that? If you're confused about which one you can use, ask your parents which one would they not pay in order to get some groceries. They probably gonna say entertainment. All right, all right. So that's number one. You already know number one is D, and you already know number two is entertainment. All right. So for number three, you know what a budget is, and it says which item should she remove to do your budget. What I want you to do, I want you to add up all her expenses for her supply list, and then if she has a budget of $18, you need to look at that list and see which one she needs to remove. If you add them all up, you'll figure out which one you need to remove. Remember, to solve them problems, you add them all up, then subtract. All right. And number three is that was number three. Number four is easy. Which tax comes from paying the house? All right. So I'm pretty sure you can do the rest by yourself. Right. So do number three and number four by yourself. All right. Any questions? All right. For homework, all right. So for homework, by tomorrow, I want you to have sent me page 142 and 143. Page 142 and 143 is due by tomorrow, but you have done half of it already. 142, number one was the I do at the beginning of this video, and number three was the we do in the middle of this video. So on page 142, all you got to do is number two and number four. And on page 143, this is number one. And we just did number two. Cesar said it was entertainment. So all you got to do is three and four. All right. So on page, you just got to give me page 142 and 143 by tomorrow. I'm going to be in the hospital with the baby. But all you got to do is send it to my inbox and Instagram and send it to my email. If you send it to my email, I know Miss Lino, she sent hers to the email. So whichever way you send me your homework, send it to me by tomorrow. Just those two pages need to be done. Okay. So tomorrow I will not go live at 12 because the baby, I'll be in the delivery room having the baby. And Friday is a holiday. It's Good Friday. It's when Jesus was crucified on the cross. So I won't go live on Friday either. You'll be out of school. Technically, you would have been out of school. So after today, you won't see me until Monday at 12, okay? All right. I'll see you Monday at 12. All right. I love all of y'all. All right. If you got any questions, just hit me up. All right. Hit me on Instagram or my email. All right. I'm going to type in my email one more time in case you got to hit me up. All right. Again, thank y'all for praying for me for my baby. On Monday, I'll let you know how we've done. I might put up some pictures on YouTube. If I have enough time, I might put up pictures on YouTube so you can see the baby, okay? All right. I love y'all. Peace.